Yo, what up? It's Lord Homeboy, and I don't have much of any. I don't know where this video is gonna go. I got some stuff on my mind, and I just feel like venting. I don't even know how long this video is gonna be. Apparently, I can upload 20-minute videos, and I didn't fucking know that. But I got issues. We all have issues. I have a lot of regrets in my life, and that's not good, you know. I gotta work on a lot of things. I gotta work on forgiving myself, being able to make fucking clear, rational fucking decisions. I gotta work on taking into account other people's lives. I don't do that very much. I mean, I always had to. I always lived in a community of people. I grew up with fucking 8 people in my house for the first part of my life. And after I didn't, I still had a little sister. And I was just so fucking selfish. And somebody said, and I don't like this cat in any extent. And if you don't know anything about me, I'm not one to just take advice. If it's facts, if it's I don't care if it's based on your wisdom. I don't care if you read that shit in the book. I don't care if Jesus told you this shit. I'm a hard-headed person. I always been that way. I always been the person to fucking touch the stove just to make sure, you know, I'm just naturally a very untrusting person. That came from just birth. That's just genetics. I don't know why. I mean, you could say I'm a leader or an individual or an explorer, what have you. But it's just always been like that. But somebody told me that if you are depressed, that means that, you know, you're not doing enough. If you had kids and you were hustling and you were just constantly trying to make fucking $50, $60 a day to make rent, and if you had enough going on, you wouldn't have time to be depressed. That shit wouldn't be a concern. It wouldn't be something that would fit in your schedule. That's true to an extent, but at the same time, you know, depression is a clinical thing. It literally comes from, let me take my hat off. It literally comes from you having chemical imbalances. Look at my beautiful ass black hair. Some of that's blonde, but I forgot my point. But the regrets, all the not being able to forgive yourself, that shit just creates more problems. And I'm a person, I believe in self-help. I believe in self-development a lot. Becoming the strongest version of yourself is what Elliot Hulse would call it. Fucking, see, you can see the green a little bit, but I've been washing my hair because I'm not a dirty ass nigga. And the green's coming out. But you working on yourself is something that is very important to me. All these people who live out here, yeah, I know people have bills. I know people have kids, and I know certain sacrifices just can't be made all the time. If you have kids, you know, it's probably gonna be a little bit harder for you to meditate 30 minutes a day and do yoga or whatever the fuck. If you only make a certain amount of money, you probably wanna watch fucking TV after you come home and relax and smoke your loud before you wanna eat an organic meal and be happy and be able to fucking think without all that gook running through your brain. You want to fucking be able to get in all your sleep, so you might not be able to read before you go to sleep and do things like that. But you have to, there's always time. There's always time. If you can watch TV, if you have time to celebrate, you have time to train. You got time to make yourself better. You got time to better other people's lives. Just me being selfish, me not taking advantage of the opportunities. Oh God. That shit fucking sucks. Somebody that I fucking hate and I hope he fucking dies a horrible slow death. He told me he's from the inner city. He's from the hood. He's a Chiracian. He's a savage. He's a Chirac savage. He told me that he envied me like he fucking knew me my whole life. He told me that he wishes that he could be one of those preppy suburban kids that grew up with both parents or no parents because they were always at work because they were a doctor and a lawyer, but they had a pool and they grew up in an environment that was safe and stable on the outside at least. So him saying that he wishes that he was me, and me saying I wish I was you, I wish I had these social skills, I wish I was able to talk to people, I wish I was able to fucking defend myself to a certain level that you can. That shit doesn't mean anything. I tell you guys this all the fucking time, not to compare yourself to people, but to be totally honest, a lot of the TV, a lot of the times that I spend freely is me doing that. Me watching like Intervention or some shit, just knowing that I'm not in that situation. It's people, I drink a lot, and I shouldn't because I got shit to do. But me seeing these people and me meeting some of these people in real life, these people don't want to fucking have anything to do with the drug that they do. They have to do it so they can feel normal, so they won't be sick, so they can think clearly. They fucked up their body so much that they literally need to poison it to be able to function. And that's how I was with the weed. That's one reason I don't smoke weed anymore. Because it was getting to a point where I wasn't even smoking to get high. I was smoking to feel normal, so I could function, so I could go outside and be around fucking people, so I wouldn't be so fucking edgy and not edgy, on the edge and not fucking jittery and shit. I wasn't shaking like a fucking addict, like a heroin addict, but that shit got dark, you know what I mean? One of the regrets of my life is just always wishing something bad would happen to me, wishing that I could just get that kind of attention. And a lot of the things that I did when I was younger was attention-seeking behavior. A lot of the realities that I created was with poison, and it never goes away. It's always gonna come back. I could make it go away, so that's not true. But it's always gonna be a part of my story. That shit's it's written, it's in stone. Other people know it, you know it, I know it, God knows it, whoever. But you just, if you feel like this ever, I mean, just know it's never too late. No matter what you got on your record, no matter if you lose a couple fucking limbs, if you lose some fingers, you can always make it better. And it might not be quick, and if it's quick and if it's easy, that's probably some shit you shouldn't be doing anyway. And I just said that in my other video. If it's free, run from it. If you ever sit around and you feel like how I feel sometimes, and I don't let it get me down, because it's really not a big fucking deal. It's really not. All the shit I have on my record, I don't even know what I have on my record, because it's not a big fucking deal to me. Probably some weed. I don't know if that got thrown out or not, for real. Probably some, I know that I never kill anybody, and I know that I can get a job, whatever the fuck. But you just looking for opportunity is making your life better in itself. A lot of people gave up. That video I made about gangsters, there's people walking around like fucking zombies. They don't know what's outside, they don't care what's outside, and they don't even know that they're depressed. They're fucking twice my age, never been outside the city of Chicago. Way older than me, never been out the state of Illinois. Fuck that shit. And I'm not saying that they're lames or that they're fucking weirdos or they have bad lives or they're not living their life right. But it's so much more that you could be doing. Like, the depression is it's a trick. It's a trick. It's not fucking real. What's real is what you create. All these fucking psychoactive drugs, whatever the fuck drugs, the antidepressants and all of that shit's not real, bro. Everything can be fixed with focus, meditation, and calculation. You feel like you're having a bad day? I don't recommend everybody doing what I do. You really wanna see crazy? Well, we could go look for crazy and we can compare the two and we could see how 50 degrees feels when it was fucking just -10 all winter. Or we could see how 50 degrees is in the middle of July. Which one do you want? Because 50 degrees is gonna be 50 degrees. But what I'm saying is, it's all up to you. All this perception and reality shit is true that you hear people say. You're an eternal being. You have the power to make your truth your truth. There is no truth. Everything that you see is you putting sense to lights and all sounds and all these vibrations and shit. I don't want to get on the fucking spiritual guru shit, but that's true. All the regrets. What do I regret? I regret caring what people think. I regret not taking advantage of my abilities to create. I regret not comparing myself to people appropriately, and I still don't do that shit the right way now. I get down about me being in the habits that I indulge in and in the practices that I put myself through. And instead of me making real effort to change things, I turn on the fucking TV and I compare myself to other people. I mean, some of this shit's really inspirational. Like I tell you, when I really need some money, I just stop thinking about money and I turn on TV and watch some shit with some money in it. That shit motivates me to want to do some business shit, want to do some boss shit. And that's not good. I could just go outside and it helps me go outside and do it, but I regret not fucking with people, not trying to make friends and shit, and keeping my balance, not having balance. I'm 25, and I felt like my life was over a long time ago, but it's not. It's a lot of people who, I can't say anybody's life is over. I can't say that nobody has any chance of doing anything. This dude, I forgot the dude's name on Dr. Phil. He was living in the street, alcoholic, crackhead, all of this and this. And now he's some fucking famous singer. I don't know what he does actually. It looks like he's Puerto Rican or Cuban or some shit. He's from New York. No regrets means building new opportunities and having the ability to remember to keep going. THC, the hustle continues. Walking through, I saw yesterday, watching People's Court, this fucking chick, she was in foster care. She just turned 18. She had a loving fucking family. 2 parents, couple siblings and shit. And they were treating her like she was a part of their family. She was. The dad hooked her up with a laptop and a phone. And this bitch had the nerve to sue the motherfucker because he stopped paying the phone bill. Because she moved out and was disrespecting everybody and just wilding out. And just not taking advantage. And just creating room for there to be fucking regret in her life. And it was like, she was entitled, spoiled, and just really crazy, honestly. She created room for regret. I make decisions. I don't consciously feel the negativity. I'm so nonchalant how I approach every fucking bad situation. I never think shit's a big deal. That's where a lot of my success comes from. I don't want you to do that if that's not gonna work for you. I pay attention to the positivity, blow it up way bigger than it is, and I don't pay attention to the negativity. I make some horrible choices in life. I make stupid fucking decisions, and nothing bad ever happens to me. And sometimes that's not good. Sometimes I need the horrible things to bring more horrible things. Sometimes I need to see what the fucking consequences are. And I never really do. And I never sit down and look at the situation I'm in even right now. Cause I mean, when you have that much faith in blindness, wonderful things happen to you, but it comes at a cost that a lot of people don't want to pay. But anyway, I mean, this shit, it got kind of dark. I don't really have much of a message. I'm just venting. My girl's at work. I don't want to fucking talk to anybody, honestly. And I'm about to go home, probably hop in the studio, record some Snapchats, record some IGs, and get on the skateboard and go. So that's it. Do some good shit with your time. Do some awesome things. You can't sit around and indulge in negative thinking and fucking do drugs and just do nothing. Like, the shit, it's all yours. Make good choices. Every time I left the fucking house, my mom would always say that corny ass shit to me. And I will always think about that when I was doing some bullshit. Every time I leave the house, why the fuck does my mom tell me to make the good choices? Not because I'm stupid, not because I make dumbass choices all the fucking time, but because I am intelligent, because I am able to do some shit, to fuck some shit up, or to make something beautiful. And usually I fuck shit up. Usually I destroy shit. Everybody will tell you that. Google me. Shit. But I'm giving that to you. Such simple words could take you so far. Make good choices in life. Make great decisions. Be proud of what you do. Don't give up. And don't be depressed. All these people out here, all these so-called fucking Chirac savages, they're all depressed. They're all depressed because they have so much fucking creativity and so much intelligence, and they feel like they can't do shit with their lives but smoke dope, kill people, and make babies and freestyle and do some fucking weird shit. That's depression. Pressing your energy into a ball and not letting it be free and affect other people in a positive way besides your fucking dumbass gang, that's depression. You don't care what happens to you. You don't care if you live or die. That's suicidal thinking. That's depression and shame. So that's it. It's Lord Homeboy.